twinkle, little star, have a wonder what you are. Up above, the world on high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Poetry is a form of literature that uses aesthetic and rhythmic qualities of language, such as symbols and myths, to evoke meanings, in addition to or impact of the product ostensibly meaning. Poetry uses form and convention to suggest differential interpretation to words or the evoked emotive response. American poetry in the colonies. The poetry of the United States started around 1650, the year of Annie Bragg State. The 10 news which was written in America, most likely in Massachusetts. She wrote poems addressed religious and political themes. Edward Taylor wrote poems spewing Puritan virtues. Phyllis Wheatley Lloyd was books, poems in various subjects, religious and moral. Was published in 73.
Post-colonial Hundred, William Currer Bryant, who great contribution was to write a rhapsodic point on the grandeur of prairies and forest. Henry was with long bill fellow. He brought Paul reference and Evangeline, Walt Whitman, and Emily Dickinson. They are indigenous English and language poetry in the United States. Poetry in the modern French poetry influenced American poetry during this period. Extra Point and Eliot were a leading figure at the time. Other points made important contribution at the revolutionary juncture, including Gertrude Stead Wallace, Stevens, Henry Moore, among others. Thank you.
World War II and after, John Joseph Magee Jr. was the first poet of the war. World War II saw the emergence of a new generation of poets, many of whom were influenced by Wallace Stevens. They are Carl Shapiro, Randall Jarrell, James Dickens, among others. All wrote poetry that sprang from experience of active service. American poetry today. The 1970s saw a revival of interest in the surrealist poetry, with the most prominent poets working in this file being Andrei Cadrescu, Russell Edison, and Maxim Chernow. The Puerto Rican powers, Giannina Bracci and Julia de Burgos, who live in New York City, wrote about the plight of the Hispanic American immigrants. It is important to talk about African American poets and as Gwendolyn Brooks, Maya Angelou, Ismael Reed, Nikki Giovanni, and Dedrick Hughes. In general, poetry in the contemporary era has been moving out of the mainstream and onto to the college and university campus. The growth in the popularity of graduate creative writing programs has given poets the opportunity to make a living as a teacher. This increased professionalization of poetry, combined with the reluctance of most major book and magazine presses to publish poetry, has meant that for the foreseeable future at least, poetry may have found its new home in the academic and independent journal. Thank you for watching.